Hey guys, Joe here from Prepared for Anything, bringing you a look at the Thermarest Trail Lite sleeping pad. This particular model is the medium, so it comes in at 1 pound 12 ounces, and the large one comes in, it's 5 inches longer, and it comes in at 2 pounds 7 ounces. So I went for the medium one, A, because I'm not that tall, and B, because it's a lot lighter. So not a lot lighter, but light enough to trim it off. But anyway, this is a Thermorest pillow. It's the just the denim, I believe, is the color name, but there's no real specific name. They just have pillows. There's a small, medium, and large. I believe that's the medium. So this is just the pillow denim. That's what it looks like when it's closed up. I'm going to open up both of these, and I will come back to you with a look at the sleeping pad laid out, and then the pillow. Obviously, I'll put that on top of it as if you were going to lay down on it, and give you an idea of what it looks like, how big it is. I might lay on it just to give you a demonstration, but so these are sold separately. Keep that in mind when you're watching this video, and I will set these up. Alright guys, I unrolled the sleeping pad, and this is just unrolled. I haven't opened the valve yet, which is right here. So, this is what it's going to look like deflated after you open it up. And then before you open the valve so the air doesn't go in there, this is what it's going to look like. It's all deflated and, wrinkled up and everything. The pillow, I did open that up a couple minutes ago. When I opened it up, I just kind of shook it and rolled it and fluffed it up a bit, and that is what it looks like. So it puffs up pretty quickly, especially when you shake it around and just kind of manhandle it a bit. It'll pull in a bunch of air. The way this stuff works is it's like memory foam inside it, and it absorbs air. So when you open this valve over here, air is going to go in, and then the foam inside it is going to absorb it, which makes it, go from flat and, not very comfortable to lay on, and it makes it so that it's, comfortable. It gets, as it absorbs, obviously the foam's going to get thicker and thicker. There is a limit, obviously, depending on how much foam's in it, but that's how it works. It just absorbs the air, and then you lay on that. But anyway, that's just a look of it, deflated but unrolled, without the valve open. And now I'm going to I'll go ahead and open up the valve. You can hear it. I'll try to, I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it's sucking in air. It almost sucks air completely, like a vacuum would, but I'll just let you watch it here as it inflates a bit. If I flip that end down, it should go a little bit faster. And so you can already notice a difference in it. A lot of the wrinkles have started to go away. But yeah, and all you do to firm it up is just blow into the valve down here until you get it, to the preferred comfort level, to your preferred level of, cushion. So it is pretty well inflated right now. I'm going to stop this little clip and blow it up full the way I like it, and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, I have blown it up to my comfort level. It is significantly more resistant to pushing down on it. Pillows down there on the end. If you flip it over, I'll give you an idea of the thickness. Here's my hand up next to it. If I can get it to sit at the right angle here. There you go. So, it is decently thick, and surprisingly, that 2 inches or so, or whatever it is very comfortable. I'm not going to lie. I've laid on it. I haven't actually field tested it on a hiking trip or camping or anything like that, but I have laid on it, and I mean it is really comfortable. One thing to note is that this is no lighter really than my last that foam pad that I told you about. It's simply less bulky and it is much more comfortable. So you know, the two gains you're getting is less bulk and more comfort for the same weight. So it's not so much a weight thing, it's just, you know, value per pound, I guess you could say, for the quality of sleep you'll get versus carrying the same weight. But like I said, that's the look of it. Blown up right there. And the bottom of it is obviously, as you can tell, it's like a brownish color. And then the valve is up there. You just blow it up to your comfort level, close the valve, and it's ready to go. This thing does fit inside my sleeping bag. So what I think I'm going to do is just lay on this and then use my sleeping bag as like a bivvy and not really worry about anything else. Have my pillow in there, my sleeping bag over me, and this under me, and I'll be great. The R value of this thing is 3.4, so I think that's out of 8. So I mean, it's not the highest, it's certainly not the lowest either, but it's doable. I mean, it's I would say it's probably a 3 season, 2 to 3 for sure. Wintertime, you could use this; it would help a lot, but I'm sure, especially up in the northern hemisphere, or in the far northern hemisphere, you know, if you tried to use this out when it's negative 20 degrees Fahrenheit outside, you know, you're going to feel the chill on the ground. I remember one day, I first got my tent, it's the Eureka Solitaire, and I took it outside in the snow. There was like a foot of snow. I live in Kentucky, and there was like a foot of snow, and all I did was set the tent up. Didn't have anything under the tent. It was on the snow, so I wasn't worried about, you know, penetration or poking holes in it. But I laid down. This was dumb of me, but I decided to sleep in it that night, and all I had under me was, I put a towel down, and then I just laid on the towel with a whole bunch of just bed comforters on it, or over me, and I got pretty chilled. I was okay, but laying on the snow, you definitely felt it. Something like this would help in that situation. So I mean, if you don't have a sleeping pad and you need something to lay under you, something like this would be a good investment, and it's much more comfortable than just laying on the ground or on some thin, cheap foam pad like I had. Just to give you a rundown of the specs of it, like I said, R value is 3.4. This is the medium one, so it's 72 inches long. The large one is 77 inches long. The medium one comes in at 1 pound 12 ounces. The large one comes in at 2 pounds 7 ounces. Thickness for the medium one is 1.5 inches. Likewise for the large one, it doesn't really change in thickness. Packed dimensions for the medium one would be 11 inches by 6.1 inches by 28 inches. So, hang on, that's not right. Okay. Yeah, 11 inches by 6.1 inches, and then 28 centimeters by 15 centimeters. Alright, and then the large one would be 13 inches by 6.2 inches, or 33 centimeters by 16 centimeters. So, a little bit of size variant there when you're packed down. The type of fabric is 75D polyester, so it is, and that's all the way around. There isn't one on the other, you know, one on one side, one on the other. It's 75D polyester on both sides. The core is die-cut urethane foam, which is what absorbs the air to, you know, increase that, or hold the air inside it so that you get a good, you know, laying on it is comfortable. I would call Thermorest the Sleep Number of sleeping pads for hiking and camping. That's essentially what they are. Very, very comfortable products. Great build quality. Get you a close-up of the seams here. They're very, 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 very well built. There's no leaks. I've seen stories of these things being bought 10 years ago, and they're still those same ones are still in perfect condition today. Now, obviously, if you just lay this out on the the wood floor, the woods, out in the woods on the ground with sticks all over the place, you're certainly more likely to poke holes in it and things like that. So that is to be taken into account. But aside from that, as long as you use common sense in using it, nothing really is going to happen. So I do certainly recommend these. I'm going to take it camping with me this weekend, and then I'm going to take it hiking with me 2 weekends after that. So I'll certainly get its use this month. Obviously, I work and go to school, so I can't use it every single day or go on a trip every weekend. But when I can, I like to get out. We're going camping for, I believe, a night, and then that's just going to be me, laying on it, seeing how it goes, and then taking it hiking with me 2 weekends later. So looking forward to that. I'll give you a follow-up video on how I like it after the hiking trip. That way I get the full the full test out of it. I'm not just sleeping in it one night and then giving you a review of it. So here, if you can see it, is the label, and I don't know if you can read it, might be in the light, but that's the label. There's your valve, and then there's your sleeping pad. So anyway, guys, I think this video has gone on long enough. I've been rambling about this thing. Hope you liked this video. Hope you learned something about it. Hope you got an insight on a piece of gear that you might want to get. This thing is certainly a great sleeping pad in my book. I like it a lot. I haven't said much about the pillow, but here's the pillow. Not a whole lot to say about that. It's it's a camping / hiking pillow, so it is small. It's not going to be like your pillow at home, but for the size, for the weight, it is actually really comfortable. And it's got the same foam as this has in it. They basically take this foam, chop it up into little bits, and then put it inside these. If you feel on it, you can kind of feel it. Feels like cotton balls almost. So that's how they make that. But anyway, that's the pillow. Don't have the specs on it. If I had to guess, I'd say it weighs about 8 ounces, maybe 9. Obviously, if you get the larger ones, it's going to be more heavy. If you get the smaller ones, it'll be lighter. But anyway, pillow, sleeping pad. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for my follow-up video on it after my hiking trip in about 3 weeks. So I'll see you then.